When November comes, bringing a gentle autumn breeze caressing the purple flowers and the clear sunlight, it is also the time when we all look forward to Vietnamese Teachers' Day to send our teachers our deepest love and gratitude. There is a profession that leaves chalk dust all over one's hands. We still call it the most noble profession. There is a profession that does not plant trees in the soil, but brings life full of sweet fruits and fresh flowers. That is not any other profession but teaching. That is why people say that the time spent in school is the most memorable in each person's beautiful youth, as it not only brings us interesting things, but also allows us to meet teachers who accompany us in a part of our teenage years. Under the guidance of our homeroom teacher, Mrs. Hứa Thị An, our class 9A8 has studied for a long time at Vietnam Manchuria Secondary School with joys and sorrows. No matter what happens, we always feel happy and joyful while being little children in her arms. The teaching profession has a noble mission of educating people. They are not only the silent men who take students to the shore of success, but also the ones who guide and help students to become good individuals and citizens who help their families and society. Our teacher, Mrs. Hứa Thị An, is no different. In addition to providing mathematical knowledge, Mrs. An also accompanied us during difficult and challenging years. This school year is the final one, so Mrs. An always reminds us to study well and effectively to achieve our goals. As a homeroom teacher, Mrs. An also has many hardships and great pressures. Although we have had many accomplishments, there have been many times when we made mistakes that made her sad. However, she always gave us her words of wisdom without scolding us harshly. When we did not achieve our common goals, she did not show disappointment but always strengthened our spirit, reminding us to continue working hard to bring us good outcomes in the next opportunities. Perhaps that is why we always feel delighted and joyful to be her students. We always feel lucky that during the secondary school period of our student life, we met our beloved teacher in this common home. Maybe we are not the most excellent students. Maybe later when she gets old, she will no longer remember who we are among thousands of her students. But she will forever be one of the most prominent figures in our student life. Thank you, our dedicated educator. Dear Mrs. An, on the occasion of November 20th, we would like to send you our sincere thanks and wish you good health, happiness, and enthusiasm for your career of sowing green seeds and cultivating people. We promise to study well and achieve much success to be worthy of your expectations and wishes. Even if there are storms and tempests in life, we will always stand firm since we know that you always put your trust and love in us.